Dear students, good morning to everyone. I am Dr. Kalaimani KN, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and Management, GFGC, Anekal, Bangalore. In previous class, we have seen absorption of factory overheads and methods of absorption. Under the methods of absorption, we have seen direct material percentage rate, direct wages percentage rate, prime cost percentage rate, labor hour rate, and machine hour rate. Now we are going to see a theoretical part of machine hour rate and some more problems for your clear understanding. Today we are going to acknowledge meaning of machine hour rate, definition of machine hour rate, merits and demerits of machine hour rate, computation of machine hour rate, format for machine hour rate. Then for your clear understanding, we are going to deal a problem. Machine hour rate. What is machine hour rate? Cost of running a machine per hour is called machine hour rate. It is one of the method of observing factory expenses to production. It is used in those industries or departments where machinery is predominant and there is a little or practically no manual labor in such industries or departments. Overhead consists of indirect expenses in running and operating the machines. So it is desirable to allocate overhead to production on the basis of working hours of the machine. Here the factory cost divided by machine hour worked. We will get the machine hour rate. According to CIMA, Chartered Institute of Management Accountant defines machine hour rate as an actual or predetermined rate. It may be actual or else predetermined, already calculated, okay, of cost apportionment or overhead absorption, which is calculated by dividing the cost to be apportioned or absorbed by a number of hours. The same what it has given here, the same they have given CIMA, for which a machine or machines or operator are expected to operated. Here in that department maybe they operate one machine or they may operate more than one machine, might be group of machines. Okay, we can calculate machine hour rate for a machine or else a group of machine. It is not desirable to calculate blanket rate. What is blanket rate? One single rate is called a blanket rate. One single rate is called a blanket rate for an entire factory, since the cost, horsepower and capacity of machines differs. ಒಂದು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್, ಹಾರ್ಸ್ ಪವರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಷಿನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಫರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಮೆಷಿನ್ಗೂ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮೆಷಿನ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಹಾರ್ಸ್ ಪವರ್ನು, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್, ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಡಿಫರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಪ್ರಾಪ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ರೇಟ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ರೇಟ್ ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ರೇಟ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಅವರ್ ರೇಟ್. Here, how we are calculating machine hour rate? Machine hour rate is equal to factory overhead cost for a period divided by number of machine hours for a period. Here, factory overheads divided by number of machine hours worked. Okay, we will get machine hour rate. For your clear understanding, see a small problem has given. Example. The total indirect cost allocated to a particular machine is rupees 20,000. Machine hours worked 2,200, out of which 200 hours are for idle time. See here, the total indirect cost allocated to particular machine is, that is the machine's total indirect cost, that is machine's overheads, is rupees 20,000. Machine hour worked 2,200. We should not take this 2,200, but we have to deduct this 200 idle time from the machine hours worked. That is 2,200 minus 200. we will get 2,000 hours. Machine hour rate will be 20,000 rupees. That is overhead, factory overheads, divided by machine hour worked. This is a effective machine hour. Okay. We will get the machine hour rate rupees 10 per hour. Your rate means rupees here. Okay. Machine hour rate. Next, we are going to see merits and demerits of the machine hour rate. First, we see the merits. It is a scientific and logical method where the time factor is taken into account. So here we are following the scientific method. That is, if you are following scientific method, we will get accuracy. It should be logical. Okay. If we use the time factor. Okay. Cost of operating different machines is computed and relative efficiency of different machines can be compared. See, cost of operating different machines we can computed. ಒಂದೊಂದು machines operating cost ಎಂದು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬಹುದು. And also efficiency ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ, ಒಂದೊಂದು machine ಅಂದ್ರೂ efficiency ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ, machine 1, machine 2, machine 3 ಅಂತ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು efficiency ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಬಹುದು, ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಟಿವ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. The differences between the usefulness of machine work and annual work can be known by the management. Okay, that usefulness of machine work and annual work. ಸರಿನಾ? ಈಗ machine hours ಹೆಂಗೆ ರನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, annual work. Okay, per annum we will get that results that we can easily find out by the management. It will helpful for the decision making. Then it and cost control also. It reveals the idle time of machines under absorption. We have seen in the example 200 hours may be idle time. Same way we can collect the information about the idle time. Next is demerits. It leads to more clerical work in finding out the working hours of a machine. Yes, it is true. The clerical work may be increases for calculating working hours of a machine. So it is one of the demerits. Next, expenses which are not proportional to the working hours of machines are not taken into account. See, proportional to the working hours, the expenses not proportional to the working hours of the machine are not taken into account. See, these expenses are not proportionate to the working hours. So it is little bit difficult. They are not, here also they are telling us it is accuracy maybe differs. It does not give accurate results if manual labor is equal importance. Here also the same, but we are comparing the manual as well as the machine. Okay. If we are following the dual method, that is the machine hour and machine direct labor and machine hour, the results may be differs. We cannot get the accurate results. Here the purely machines, if the industry runs with the machines, that is okay for the industry, that we will get the scientific and logical method where the time factor is taken into account. It will be good. But if they follows a dual, it will be difficult. The accuracy will not get. Then suitability. Suitability, okay, machine hour rate is, this is the method of absorption of overhead is suitable where machines are extensively used in production. Machine ಮಾತ್ರ production ಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಲೇಬರ್ಸ್ ಬರಬಾರದು, ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಡ್ಯೂಯಲ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಸರಿ, ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ದಿ ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಅವರ್ ರೇಟ್. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಅವರ್ ರೇಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಆ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Then next, now we are moving to computation of machine hour rate. Here how we compute the machine hour rate. First one, we need some information for computation of machine hour rate. Next is the process, that is the procedure for computation machine hour rate. In procedure, there are 5 points coming under that. First, we see the a machine hour rate may be calculated for a specific machine or group of machine. On the machine go andva 1, 2, 3, 4 machines irbodu, ಒಂದು 7 machines irbodu. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಏನೇನು ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಅವರ್ ರೇಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತದ್ದು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಬಲ್ ಈಚ್ ಮೆಷಿನ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು, ಓವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು, ದೆನ್ ದ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಅವರ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಡ್, ಎಷ್ಟು ಅವರ್ಸ್ ಆ ಮೆಷಿನ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತದ್ದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ next one is the following is the procedure for computing machine hour rate. There are 5 points are coming under this. First one is each machine or group of machines is treated as a cost center to identify the overhead cost. Okay, ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವರು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ದಿ ಟ್ರೀಟೆಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್. ಓವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಓವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋದು, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದಿ ಓವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್, ದ ಓವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಷಿನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈಡ್ ಅಂಡರ್ 2 heads. 2 heads ಆಗಿ ಓವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ನೇ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸಡ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಅವರ್ ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸಡ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಫಿಕ್ಸಡ್, what is fixed or standing charges? Which remain constant irrespective of use of machine. Okay, ಆ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ದಿಸ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ ಹೆಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್. ಸೂಪರ್ವಿಷನ್, ರೆಂಟ್, ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್, ಲೈಟಿಂಗ್, heating and consumable stores, these and all coming under standing charges. Next part is machine expenses or variable charges anta karitivi. These expenses vary with the use of machines. Machine ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಯೂಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂಥರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂಥರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿ ಹೆಡ್ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್. ಇದೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪವರ್, ಡೆಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರಿಪೇರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ fixed expenses being period costs are accumulated for the period and divided by the number of machine hours. Fixed charges yearly ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಬಹುದು, ಮಂತ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಬಹುದು, ಸರಿನಾ? ಆ ತರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ we will divided by the machine hour rate, or else machine hour rate, machine hours worked. Machine hours operated means machine hours worked during a period. So we will get the fixed charge per hour. The third calculation enge madadandre, why we are third procedure is the fixed charges calculate madadu. Okay, fixed charges per hour ke kandiriyodu. Then fourth, fixed charges admele machine expenses alva. Here machine expenses adu enge kandiriyodu, machine expense are estimated or accumulate ellanu problem alli irutte. Okay, we can find and we have to calculate. And fixed charges items ಏನು, machine hours items or variable charges item ಏನು ಅಂತ ಸಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಕಂಡಿಡಿಬೇಕು. ಕಂಡಿಡಿದ್ರೆ easy we can do the problem. Okay, we have to identify the items which are coming under the fixed expenses and which are coming under the variable charges is very, very essential. Okay, the machine expenses are estimated or accumulated separately. Machine expenses are estimated, accumulated separately. This one, second one, okay, identified separately and then divided by number of, same procedure. Okay, but we have to do the fixed expenses separately, machine expenses separately. Then both we will add fixed expenses per hour plus machine expenses per hour. We will get machine hour rate. That is the fifth point. The total of standing charges per hour and machine expenses power is the machine hour rate. The total of standing charges per hour and machine expenses per hour will give you the machine hour rate. Okay, see here, the format of machine hour rate. These are the items. They see in that we have seen in the theory part standing charges and variable charges. See here, there are some standing charges here. Some of the items are coming under variable charges. We provide one column. Might be here we have to provide two columns. Might be per month and per hour. Might be per year or per hour. Okay, we have to provide two columns. For the format, I have given only one column. Okay, while we are doing the problem, you can easily understand, you can provide the column easily. According to the problem, we have to arrange the standing charges under variable charges. Standing charges, what are the items coming under standing charges? Rents and taxes, factory lighting and heating, supervision, lubricating oil, and consumable stores, insurance, miscellaneous expenses, labor welfare expenses, cleaning materials. These items and all coming under standing charges. We have to make the formula for standing charges. Standing charges equal to factory overheads. That is the standing charges divided standing charges per month or standing charges per year divided by number of machine hours worked. Okay, we will get per hour rate of standing charges. Next, then variable charges. Variable charges, that is also called machine expenses. There are various items coming under machine hour charges. One is depreciation. Next one is power, steam, water, repair and maintenance. See here, depreciation, they won't give directly the depreciation. Some more items they will give. We have to find out the depreciation from the given amount, which is in the problem. Okay, then depreciation, power, steam, water, repair and maintenance, these and all coming under machine expenses or variable charges. Okay, so per unit column may not be there. We have to maximum, we have to make the calculation inside inner column and we will put the total in the outer column. Okay, we can provide two columns here. Then if we adding standing charges plus that fifth point we have seen, no, that is the procedure. Standing charges per hour plus variable or machine expenses. We have to total it. We will arrive machine hour rate per hour. Here you will get per hour, rate per hour. Okay, rate means here what? Rate means here rupees per hour. Okay, that means rupees, rate is rupees. Okay. Next, for your clear understanding, you'll see on problem. Let me read the problem. From the following particulars, compute the machine hour rate. What are the informations are given under? Cost of machines 11,000, scrap value 680, repairs for the effective working life 1,500. Then standing charges for 4 weekly period 1,600. Effective working life 10,000 hours. Power used 6 units per hour at the rate of 5 paise per unit. You know, power used 6 units power. 1 hour ke 6 units. Andra 1 unit 5 paise andra 6 units ke 5 paise. 6 into 5 we will get the answer. Hours worked in 4 weekly period 120. Why they have given repair for effective working life anta kottidare. Idu 1,500. Repair 1,500 divided by 120 we will get it. Here we have to divide into two parts. One is standing charges. Next we will arrive machine that is the arrived that variable charges. Standing charges and variable charges. Standing charges, here that only one standing charges given. It has given directly standing charges. 4 weekly period 1,600. That means 1,600 divided by 4 weekly period means here 120 hours. We will get per hour rate. 1,600 divided by 120 we will get standing charges per hour. Then remaining items are coming under machine expenses or variable charges. See, some of the items has given, we have to calculate depreciation from this. Cost of machine minus scrap value, there is a formula. Cost of machine minus scrap value divided by effective working life hours. Okay, here cost 11,000 plus 680 divided by 10,000, we will get depreciation. Okay, then repair 1,500 effective working life. 1,500 divided by 10,000 effective working life. 10,000 hours, we will get the repair charge per hour. Then power I told already. Okay, let me move to the problem. See, give the heading computation of machine hour rate. Okay, particulars per hour. What I told in that formula, we have given amount here per hour. Here that per annum column will come. This is simple problem. So directly went over there. We calculation done inside and the answer will put in outer column. We arrived the answer and put in the outer column. We calculated already. See here per hour, particulars per hour column in rupees. Standing charges, variable charges. We divided into two, standing charges and variable charges. Standing charges, there is no standing charges here in the problem. So directly they have given standing charges. Rupees 1,600 divided by 120 hours, we will get 13.33. Then variable charges, depreciation, I told you cost minus scrap value divided by effective working life. Cost 11,000 given in the problem. See, cost 11,000 minus scrap value 680, effective working life 10,000. By using this, we are calculating the depreciation 1 rupee 0.3, 1 rupee 3 paise. Then repair power. These three items are coming under variable charges. Next repair. How to calculate repair? 1,500 given in the problem. Then divided by 10,000 hours. See, clearly given in the problem. Repair for the effective working life. 1,500. Where is the effective working life? Here, 10,000. So 1,500 divided by 10,000 hours. We will get repair per hour 0.15. The next is last one, power. See here, problem. Power used 6 units per hour, rupees 5 paise per unit. See, power used 6 units per hour. Then means 1 hour is equal to 6 units. Okay. Andre 6 units ke 5 paise 0.5. 0.05. Okay. You will get that answer result. See here, 5 paise. 5 paise means 0.05, not 0.50. Okay. Power 6 units at the rate of 5 paise. 6 unit into 5 paise. We will get 0.30. We arrived standing charges plus variable charges. We will get machine hour rate. Okay, per hour. Okay. Amount per hour, machine hour rate per hour. How we are adding these and all, we have to add standing charges plus variable charges. Standing charges 13.33. Then depreciation, that is the variable charges. There are 3 items given under this: depreciation, repair, power. Okay. Then standing charges 13.33. Then 1.03 plus 0.15 plus 0.30. We have to total standing charges, this total of standing charges and variable charges. We will get machine hour rate 14.81. This is the machine hour rate. Okay. Can you understand? I have referred 2 books for M.N. Arora, Cost Accounting, Himalaya Publishing House, New Delhi, and R.G. Saha and others, Cost Accounting, Vision Book House, New Delhi. Thank you for your patient listening. Thank you, students. Let me see in the next class. Thank you.